Hi, hello, how are you? Hello, happy Sunday from the couch. I am having a rough day today. It was a rough weekend, honestly. Just because of some personal stuff and stress about work. But I just got back from the grocery store. The bags are still right there next to me. I need to put those away and then change out of my pants and honestly my bra. But I wanted to update you guys because I started a Court of Frost and Starlight. I'm already 16 chapters in. I'm listening to the audiobook. I didn't want to listen to the audiobook for the first 3 books. I just personally preferred reading them on my own. I don't really know why. I didn't read them the first time. I didn't read them without audiobooks. The second time that I did a reread, I listened to the dramatic versions, I think. At least for ACOTAR. I don't know if the dramatic versions were fully released. I think only the first half was released for Mist and Fury, and I don't think that there was one out yet. For Wings and Ruin. So I just listened to them without it, but I've been listening to the audiobook for this one. The book is in my purse right here. And I definitely think that I can finish it today. I think I'm just going to sit on the couch and crochet and listen to that for at least an hour, hour and a half maybe. My brain just feels really mushy and heavy, which sucks because I feel like for most of this year was a pretty good year, and the heaviness that I feels like it's going to be rough. So I'm hoping that just kind of giving myself some time today. I'm gonna put my PJs on, I think, already, have a soda and just sit on the couch and give myself some time. I'm hoping that that will help kind of keep at bay everything that I'm feeling. I have a mini interview Tuesday for another position at my job, and just feel I'm not stressed about it, but I know that the stress streams are going to start, so that sucks. But it's mostly been a good day. I had lunch with my mom and my nana and my aunts for Mother's Day. Sundays are just hard because this is when Skylar goes to work, and so it's the end of our weekend together, and I won't fully see him until Friday, and just being by myself all the time can be really hard, especially when I'm already not feeling well, and then coming back to an empty house and feeling like I don't really have anybody to talk to, and my stupid sister lives in a different state, so that just sucks. I mean, I know I could call her and she's watching this rolling her eyes, but she's busy and she has children, so she can't always answer me when I want her to. But I'm going to try and pick myself back up, have a treat, have a snack, read. I'm really enjoying this. It's nice to see Rhysand and Feyre just be happy as much as Nesta is a bitch. I was just reading the chapter where Feyre finds her at the tavern and tries to convince her to come to dinner, and honestly they should cut her off. They should. I don't remember too much from Silver Flames, but they should just cut her off. You don't want to do that to your sister. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it to my younger sister, but she's the oldest, and it's just not okay that she's still just living off of Feyre. At least before it was a life or death situation, this is just her being a bitch, honestly. My head is starting to hurt behind this eye, so I am going to go. This was a sucky intro to this week's vlog, but it's just how I'm feeling, and I'm hoping to feel better. I think I'm going to plug my Switch in and play Stardew Valley tonight also. I just stopped playing that. It died and I just put it on my bookshelf and didn't charge it again, but I think that that will maybe help. We shall see. But I'm gonna go and I will update you guys probably when I've started A Court of Silver Flames. I did start God's Grave by J. Kristoff, which is book 2 to Nevernight. But I know that if I try to start that, then I'm gonna want to read Dark Dawn afterwards, and I'm just never gonna get to like rereading the rest of ACOTAR, which I do want to do. So hopefully I can finish A Court of Frost and Starlight and Silver Flames this week and then move into Dark Dawn, but we shall see. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Oh my god, it's not even 9 a.m. y'all, and I am done with today. I started my morning off with being yelled at, and the conversation started with demanding my director's phone number and ended with, I really appreciate your efforts and I'm really glad we can move forward with this. It's like, some people definitely call just to complain and vent, and then they're fine, which I guess is good, but it was like, I sent an email yesterday at the end of the day, and then my coworker texted me after I'd clocked out, which is kind of becoming a problem for me, that he texts me outside of work hours, work-related things, and I'm like, you're getting paid for this conversation essentially, but I'm not, and I don't really know a nice way, other than like a joking way, being like, Juan, don't talk to me after 5 o'clock, like you're stressing me out. But I sent an email that, and it was like just this huge miscommunication, and it imploded, and I couldn't answer it until this morning. So that is just how the last, I don't know, month has been. Like, my job has just gotten increasingly more difficult, and I don't make enough money for it. That's the honest answer. But I wanted to update you guys on my reading. I am over halfway done. I'm on page 454, and there's 751 pages, so I have 300 more pages to go. I've been reading the last 2 days. I think yesterday I read 172 pages. The day before that it was 203. And just my anxiety has been really bad. I've been really stressed out about a lot of different things. Work, personal, just so much. That one of the only things that's really holding me above water at the moment is reading and keeping my mind focused on something. Like, TV shows are not cutting it right now. So I've been listening to the audiobook of A Court of Silver Flames. I was listening to the dramatic version on Everend or Scribed, but they only have the first half of the book. So that ended, and thankfully the full book, just the like normal one, is on Spotify. So I listened to the dramatic version, and now I've moved over and I'm listening to the rest of it on Spotify. I did that specifically because Spotify only gives you 15 listening hours, and this is definitely more than 15 hours. So I just didn't want to end up halfway through the book and finish on Spotify, and then the rest of the book isn't even on Scribed. So I'm making good progress with it. I think I've been reading it for about 3 days now. Today will be my 4th day. I don't think I'll finish it today. We shall see, but I'm almost done, and I will update you when I have finished. Hello, happy Sunday. Ignore the laundry in the back. I need to put that away, but I just got back from grocery shopping and having lunch with my mom and my cousin. We met at a farmer's market. It was really small, so like walking around only took about 10-15 minutes. And then we got food from a taco truck. I was like not expecting the size of the tacos. I ordered 2 quesadilla tacos and just 1 chicken, and only ate 1 of the birria ones, and I was so full. And honestly, I made the mistake of wearing like high-waisted pants. I just didn't end up finishing the other ones, but I brought them home for Skylar. And then I went to the grocery store, so now I'm home. I did want to say I finished A Court of Silver Flames. It was so good. I definitely think that there still needs to be a moment between Nesta and Feyre and Elaine where Nesta and Elaine apologize to her. I feel like Elaine gets a pass, and Rhys even says, but Elaine is Elaine. Like, she's pretty sweet, Elaine. That's why we're not mad at her. And I don't really think that that's acceptable. I think if you're gonna be hard on Nesta, you're gonna be hard on Elaine as well. Because she was just as complicit in letting her younger sister go into the woods, in being their sole provider at 14. So she has adapted to being Fae better than Nesta has, but Feyre deserves an apology from both of them, because like I said, I have 3 younger siblings and I would rather die than let them be one of the ones that went out into the forest if I knew that I could. So it, you know, in this world it happens for a reason. If she hadn't done that, she wouldn't have met Tamlin, she wouldn't have shot the wolf and met Tamlin, she wouldn't have shot the wolf and met Tamlin and met Rice and, you know, did all of this stuff. So it's like, in this world, if you want to say, oh, it was like her fate, this was how it was meant to be, fine. But as an older sister, I would not have done that. So I definitely think that that's a moment that should happen in the next books. They're making amends, but Feyre is owed an apology. I don't think we're gonna get it, but that would make me feel better, honestly. And then I'm hoping, I mean, I'm shipping Emery and Moore. It's 1 or 2 small moments where Emery has just been in awe of Moore, and I know everybody is kind of in awe of Moore because she's the Morrigan, but it feels like there could be something there. I don't know. I do like Asriel and Elaine, but it makes me feel bad for Lucien, but maybe they are just ill-fated mates. Maybe it's not meant to be, and I really just want Asriel to be happy, but it feels too on the nose for 3 sisters to be with 3 brothers. I know that they're not technically brothers, but like it's an easy way, and if they do end up together, that's great, but I don't necessarily think that they should be, I mean, they can't be mates, you know? I don't think that that's how it should be, so that's what I'm hoping for in the next book. I did want to say that I am reading Godsgrave. I put it down. I read, oh, it's in my bedroom. I read book 1 of the Frieren Beyond Journey's End comic book series. Skylar got them for me. He got me the first 9, and I just found out that books 7, 8, and 9 go past the Crunchyroll animation series. So he's going to read those with me, which I'm really looking forward to. But I just needed like a palette cleanser, and now I'm going to jump back into Godsgrave, but I was waiting for more sticky tabs to show up. These just came today, and they're much smaller than the previous ones. This is the new size, and this is the size of the ones before. So they're like 2/3 the size of the big ones, but I really like how small and compact these are, and I'm excited to start using them. And then, before I wrap this up, Skylar and I went to Barnes & Noble, and every time we go, I'm not buying anything, but I ask him, I'm like, are you gonna buy me a book? Will you buy me a book? And most of the time he just laughs, or he says, yeah, sure. And I don't really believe him, and this time he was like, yeah, go ahead, I'll get you something. And I was like, okay. And there were 2 books that I saw that I really wanted, and then one of them was buy one, get one half off. So I was like, so can I get 3? Because I can get 2, buy one, get one half off, and that's kind of how they work. So he let me get one. But the first one that I got, he was just being really nice. The first one that I got is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I love Leigh Bardugo. I love everything that she writes. I think she's fantastic. And this is like a vampire-esque gothic, just beautiful. It's got sprayed black edges, and I'm just in love with the cover itself. So this was one of my most anticipated releases for this year. I can mark that off, and I'm super, super excited to read this. And then these next 2 were ones that I just kind of saw and was interested in, and I could have had Skylar buy ones that I've had on my list for a while, but I felt like if he's buying them, they're freebies, and I want something else that's not on my list but that I'm interested in and might not be able to buy you know, for a while. So I got Murder Your Employer, the McMaster's Guide to Homicide by Rupert Holmes. This was just like right as we walked in, and the cover is absolutely stunning, and that's what drew me to it. And then I read the back, and it said, "Who hasn't wondered what the world would be like if a person who is the object of your affliction ceased to exist? At the McMaster's Conservatory, future deletists, never murderers, learn the consummate execution of the homicidal arts. To the sumptuous campus come 3 memorable classmates, self-effacing Cliff Iverson, troubled Gemma Lindley, and Hollywood diva Dory May, all of whom have suffered menacing employers who richly deserve a deadly denouncement." Future deletists, never murderers is what really sold it for me. So I picked this up, and it was part of the buy one get one 50% off. And now that I'm thinking, I think it's just these ones with the stickers. But I also got this, The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. She wrote House of Hollow, which I read in like 2 days last year. Devoured it. It was so good and just creepy, like the perfect amount of like fairy tale Grimm Brothers creepy. I really enjoyed it, and I love when they do these hardcovers without dust jackets where it's like printed on the cover. It's so satisfying, and it just says 3 girls, 1 supernatural killer on the loose. This was a cover buy. I'm really loving this art style on books recently, and that was mostly why I picked it up. So that is all I have to share with you guys, and I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I really need to edit another vlog, but what I really need to do is set aside a whole day and just edit 4 hours and get like 3 or 4 done and ready to upload every like 4 or 5 days in order to catch up. I just don't know when I'm gonna have that time, or I need to take a week or 2 off from updating. We shall see, but I'm going to close this video out. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, let me know how your May has been going. I'm just feeling really good lately, which is good. Well, my mental health was really bad last week, and these last like 2 days have been really good. So it's been like a whiplash of feeling terrible and feeling really good, and I'm hoping that this coming week to just kind of settle out and feel consistently better. Who knows? But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!